Welcome back. Two of Hollywood's biggest stars are sharing the screen. There's a new film coming out this Friday. It's called What Happens Later. I am talking about Meg Ryan and David Duchovny. They play exes who reunite kind of unexpectedly for the first time in more than 20 years when they become stranded overnight in an airport. It kind of forces them to confront a whole host of unresolved issues. Take a look.
You okay? You're limping.
Oh, it's just it's a little thing with my hip.
What little thing?
Old peopleness, right? Arthritis.
Oh,
I'm 49,
okay.
I have to say. I'm really
49,
surprised I have it.
huh?
Yeah.
Well, we're the same age.
That's right. And you've moved well into your 50s by now, right?
You just pulled over at 49.
Oh, yeah.
Just stop the clock.
Yeah, sure. I've been 49 forever and ever and ever.
Wow, lucky you. I feel like I've been in my 50s since my 20s.
Oh, my God. That is so true.
You don't have to agree with me.
I never thought of it that way. That's exactly right.
I feel like those are your real personalities. Like, I feel like I'm watching you guys just in action.
That's the
well,
trick.
Meg and David, good morning. First of all, we have to say we haven't had a lot of actors and actresses in because of the SAG strike, but
Sure.
you guys are able to be here. Will you just
Yes, we
explain
did
that?
SAG for that.
Yeah. How did that work out? They gave you like kind of a waiver?
We have a waiver.
Okay.
Because the company that we made it with and is bringing it out is not a struck company.
Okay,
so,
got it.
yeah.
Got it. Okay, so this is very cool. First of all, Meg, you wrote, directed, starred in it.
Co-wrote.
Co-wrote.
Yes.
You didn't initially want to star in
No.
it yourself. Who were you thinking about playing your character?
Apparently, it's bad form to say that.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, but we didn't get her.
You didn't get her?
And so we had to have me. And then we got
It's
David.
not bad form to talk about all
Was
the other
David-
guys
No.
that you
Was
wanted
David your
before
first
me.
choice?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
And if
Yes.
David said no, who would you have been looking
I really can't say
She
how
would
to.
not have made the movie.
No,
Really?
would not have done it.
for? Okay, I feel like we need a rom-com, Meg. I feel like the timing of this is perfect.
Yeah, and it is I actually think of it as a love story with rom-com elements. It's definitely fun, but it's how about you, David?
Oh.
What would you say?
I think it has a bit of melancholy to it because we're older, and we're looking back at love in a way and rediscovering it. So there's a lot of different vectors in the film. It's not just like the bloom of first love, but it's almost like a remembrance of that and also a reblooming, which is not a word, but
It is now.
yes, it is now.
So when Meg called and said, I'd like you to do this, were you an instant yes?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, before the script or just...
I think probably.
Yeah.
But I did read the script and then we talked and we kind of workshopped it together for a long time on Zoom. We would just read over the script with one another.
Talk around it, talk about our lives, talk about the script, and then it sort of evolved and evolved and evolved. The characters evolved, the situation evolved. There's a whole magical element in the movie that evolved, a magical reality.
Yeah.
How is it directing someone who is such an accomplished actor? I mean, do you say, David, I've got notes?
She wouldn't
David?
know.
You don't know.
She wouldn't know.
I don't know.
She doesn't really know.
I don't know. No, but you don't actually.
You
know,
don't?
And there's just,
You don't direct me?
No.
I'm
why?
undirectable.
You're undirectable?
No, he doesn't need it.
So wait, you tell me, what was Meg like as a director? When she needed something changed, how did she explain that to you?
The gift was she was also acting with me, so I think sometimes she kind of direct acted, like if it was a change or just a change in feeling that she wanted, I think she would act it, and because we're reactive actors.
We're very reactive
I seem to be saying the same word over and over. That she would manipulate me, not manipulate in that way, but kind of move me into a different area.
It was
Is
really
that
fun.
right?
No. Because what was fun about it for me is like that when you're directing, you have a micromanaging mind. And my character is a really loose and kind of very flaky. Yeah. And it was a relief to kind of play her. David plays a much more kind of like conservative
Uptight.
guy. So we weren't able to look at playback or anything like that. So when I got to the editing room, I could see what David was doing.
That's what you do.
Like behind her back.
Like behind my back.
I love how y'all shot this in a real functioning airport.
Yeah.
Like there was, were these, they weren't extras, these were people who were going into the airport?
We had some extras, but for the most part, we shot in Northwest Arkansas, and there were days where we had to use the real folks in the airport.
So how did that work?
We just had to wing it.
How?
Not so well. No, you would have people talk to us in the middle of our long walk and talks, and we just try to ignore them and hope that they weren't on.
I really just hope for the best, but
and
like
we would do Ryan over here. Like, okay, that take's not so good. Now.
Maybe we won't use that, but we would do 8-minute long takes, and it was fun. I love those days.
What do you think about finding love later in life, for real?
Oh.
Oh, we never thought about that. We made a whole movie about it.
Yeah.
These guys are looking back. These guys are
Looking back
trying
on
to
them.
make sense of a life actually not lived with one another, and
Yeah.
they have this sort of
Yeah.
subtextual question, which I think people might be able to relate to, which is, why didn't you love me enough? Why didn't we? Why didn't it work? And they kind of connect and disconnect and connect again, and it's the story of that.
I think what's fascinating about it is that we broke up when we were in college, and we broke up for specific reasons, but it turns out that those reasons were kind of false assumptions.
Yeah,
on
they
both
were
of us.
wrong.
And then we lived our lives almost in reaction to, I'm not going to do that again.
Right.
Yeah.
And then to
And
come
you
back
later
and
found out the truth.
Yeah. They finally get their facts straight.
Yeah.
I can't believe this is the first time you guys have worked together.
I know.
I know.
It's beautiful. We've been waiting
know.
for this rom-com. It comes out when? Friday? This Friday?
Friday, yeah.
All right. Meg Ryan, David Duchovny, thank you guys for stopping by.
Thanks, Hoda.
What happens later? This is in theaters on Friday. Again, thanks, guys.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.